There you go. First round of nuke making done. Many more rounds to come, but the first round is done and dusted, and well, fingers crossed they all come right. So, all right, yeah, we've done 100 the last 2 days. We started yesterday, but we packed in at about 2 o'clock because it was raining and it was just not nice. It wasn't fair on the bees, wasn't fair on us. Yeah, so we only did about 26 yesterday, and we've just done 74 now. Today, which is great. We've got 250 to do next week, and then that's this area done. Then we move on to one of the other, 3, 4 areas that we have. So yeah, it's the new stands. They're just railway sleepers that have been sawn up. They look really well, actually. They are crammed in here. I think next year, if we do as many as we're doing this year, we're doing 375 in Herefordshire for making new colonies. If we do this again next year, then I think we need to find another site, another nursery site. We have got it's more of a honey producing site really, but it's going to be claimed as a nursery site this year just because we can only get about 250, I think, in this site. And we need to get we need to get more in the other site. Sorry, we're going to get 250 in this site. We've got 375 to do, so we need more space. So we've taken up what would be a honey producing site, and we're going to put nukes there. That's probably the most simplest way of saying it. It's been a long day. So yeah, so our nuke making process is really simple. I will try and film it at some point. It's very simple. It's basically, we find the queen in our honey producing colony, so one like that over there. We take her out. We then steal a frame of, we take her out. We then steal 2 frames of brood and eggs in all stages. We're not too picky, but maybe kind of like lots of cat brood, maybe a fistful of eggs, that sort of region. So we steal 2 frames of that. We make 2 nukes. So in one nuke box, we stick 1 frame of brood in all stages, and then because the queen is out of that colony and in a separate box, so we definitely know we're not taking her anywhere, we then shake in another frame of bees so that the brood, can stay warm, and there's bees. There's bees there basically. And then we stick a queen cell in. So we don't use mated queens. We use, I have to get stung me on the finger anyway. We don't use mated queens. We put queen cells in 48 hours before they're due to hatch, or we get them 48 hours before they're due to hatch, so it gives us 2 days to do the nuke making at that time. So we have our box of bees. 1 frame of brood, shake a frame of bees in, put the lid on, and then we have a strap that goes, where is it, over here? We have a strap that goes around it, then it gets loaded on the van. Simple as that. Sounds simple, it can be a bit time consuming sometimes, especially when it's raining. Try not to do it in the rain, but sometimes we have to. So the box is on the van. We then go all day or until we run out of queens. We kind of have a cut-off time of about 6 o'clock. If we haven't made them by 6 o'clock, unless we're behind, then we cut off. So at 6 o'clock we cut off, and then we bring them down to our nursery site, and we place them on the stands like that. And then I suppose was only 10 minutes ago that we finished. I've just taken everything off because I've been in it all day and I don't want to be in my bee suit anymore. And then, you know, about 6:30, 6:45, just as the sun's kind of going down, and place them all out in their long lines. We leave them for about 10 minutes. And then very methodically, so that nothing gets missed, we take the rubber band off of them. We open the doors. So some of these nukes have differing doors. So some have just slidey doors. They all have slidey doors. Some have corks in them. So we very quietly just open the doors. So we do all that. We go around and do all that. And then we go back around then, just one more round. We go back and we feed them, 1.5, 2 litres of syrup, just a tickle of syrup, just to keep them, you know, ticking over. Yeah, and that's it. And then we'll walk away now. We probably won't even touch them for a month. Just walk away from them. They've got the queen cells in there. Hopefully in the next 3 weeks she'll do her mating flight. And then we'll come back in a month, 6 weeks time. And, you know, they won't be amazing, but they'll be there. They'll be established. We don't want them to be amazing. We're not going out. We try to play the long game with our replacements here. What I'm doing at home will be slightly different because I'm trying to expand very quickly. But here we play the long game. We're not expecting any honey off them this year. We're not expecting any production from them until next year. So we give them a very slow start. We give them everything that they need. And then hopefully that equates to 50 kilos average yield, honey yield. And I think that's kind of the key to it. That and the bloodlines of the queens. So yeah, so that's our nuke making. That's what we do. That's how we do it. It's very simple, and in a lot of ways, it's very low investment as well. So yeah, you know, depending on the weather, we might come back in a month's time and just tickle them a bit more syrup. Yeah, that's all very much. That all comes down to what the year is and how we're doing. So, but anyway, that's it. The first 100 are done. Only 1,400 left to do. So, right, I'm going to go home and have some tea. I will see you all on the next one.